Hey, turn me up just a little bit. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Can I talk to you? Yeah. Can I share with you? Yeah. Something personal. Yeah. Where I've been, what I've done, who I am.
Yeah. We got Anthony Lofties from Tennessee. Hi, Anthony. Woo!
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, your brother, your nephew, whatever you want to call me. We are back for another review. Now, I know I put this review just out of nowhere for today. But anyway, I have to talk about the beautiful Bells. They are back. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Everything on this channel, everything on this video is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes only, and everything is in my opinion. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on social media. If you have not become a member, go ahead and become a member right now. It's $5.99. My book is available on Amazon. I Get Bullied Too, and I'm telling. Thank you all for streaming my music. My album is available on all digital platforms. Also, if you're looking to get a smile makeover, hit up Dr. Roger Cooper. Use promotion code AL23 and you will get 30% off on your smile makeover. Love and Marriage Huntsville will be back on November the 15th. But as of right now, we are talking about the one and only Belle's Collective Season 6, Episode 1. Now, let me tell y'all something. It was very refreshing to watch the Belle Collective. I don't know what it is about Belle Collective. It's like they don't give you too much and they don't give you... It's like they're not giving you enough. I don't know what it is about them. It's a little authentic, but at the same time, you can tell that it's scripted, but they scripted stuff be funny as hell. Every time I watch Belle Collective, I literally think I'm back home in the country, because y'all know I'm a country boy. Definitely from the country. And I'm like, child, I remember these little gatherings. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. I see y'all in the comments. Thank y'all for tuning in. And thank you everyone that tuned in earlier to listen to my song. How I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the beautiful Bells. Because I got a lot to say about this. Okay, y'all. It pick up with Marie and Latrice. I'm going to say I kind of like Marie and Latrice talking. However, we don't know how long that's going to last. Because we already know Marie Monroe will get in her feelings in a minute and say something. Or Latrice going to say something and Marie going to take it the wrong way. So anyway, and I like how Latrice threw that little shade. Come on, BBL. I'm like, You said something because we all know it. I guess, allegedly. She pulled up in her Nissan. Was it an Altima or a Sentra? I'm like, what? Not Miss... Not... I don't want to say rich now. Not the one who opened up all these mental facilities and with opioids and all this stuff, multiple places, baby. We done seen you in a Challenger last season. This season, we see you in your Altima. Then before that, we saw you in the good old Miss Caravan. I'm like, child, okay. But hey, some of the rich people drive a Honda Accord and a Honda Civic. You never know what they got because they don't wear their money. Go ahead, Marie Monroe. But baby, I was looking at you side-eye because you didn't have no problem putting them red bottoms on top of that desk when you was talking to Essie. I don't know if that was the first or the second season. When y'all was up there talking, I said, go ahead, put them red bottoms on. Driving your red bottom in your Nissan. I'm getting a little Carrie tease, Carrie Paul. But we're going to talk about Miss Carrie later on, okay? Somebody said I was shocked at the... Somebody said they screaming. The white boy being featured was so screaming. Yes, but I'm not driving the Altima on TV personality if I have better... Girl. Chad, I would have rather her pulled up in a bulldozer and one of clip trucks. Hell, I would have rather her pulled up in that 18-wheeler box truck that Glenn supposedly bought, or Selena husband bought, but baby, pull up in a Nissan Altima. Girl, I would rather her pull up in the Caravan. At least I know your ass working. You should have kept that momentum up and driving that Caravan, don't bro. Okay, I digress. But you know what? The better way you can say that, that's actually my granddaughter's car. So if you want to say that car belongs to your granddaughter, that's we'll go with that Marie Monroe. All right, let's move on. So Marie, she calls herself inviting Latrice over. And she pulled through the little driveway to get some hair. Well, she didn't get no hair. She was gonna get some edge control. I'm like, child. Somebody said Queen B More. You said Zuri Car. I'm glad you can remember these names. Can y'all tell me what was the couple that decided not to come back this season? Because I can't think of their name at all. Anyway, Latrice already told her that she wasn't gonna be able to make it. Let's move on to Letitia and Glenn. Child. You know what? I don't know what it is about Belle Collective, but y'all houses be looking so empty. I'm like, were they in like the guest room? Was that Glenn man cave? And by the way, why the hell was that mirror on the floor? Cause I was looking at it, I said, are they trying to get into some freaky shit? Do they like fall on the floor when they doing something? They can just look in the mirror on the floor. Like what it was, Letitia, we need some answers. Why was that mirror on the floor with that little plant in that little corner behind the couch? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm like, I ain't seen no picture nowhere. Somebody said so Gucci and 2 year old before he got cut. Thank you, Willie and Akeisha. Thank you, AK. I appreciate that. Hold up. Am I the only one that thinks Marie is not 45? She 45. 45 plus what? Okay, I digress. Okay. Anyway, Letitia decided to bring back Grace and Mercy. You know, Grace and Mercy, baby. I think you need to change those names because Grace and Mercy didn't keep him in that house. You just gave him some mercy and you're giving him some grace by letting him come back. So I think you need to rename Grace and Mercy. I said, okay. She said she's starting to be more feminine because she had to be masculine, giving Glenn a massage. And every time I think about Glenn, now every time they do some type of scene, I'm sorry, Letitia, but girl, Dr. Antoinette, it was Antoinette. When she made that comment, like they tried to make it seem like that she wanted Glenn, she was like, "Who? Him? You think I want him? The woman that I am?" Mm. Letitia's church, baby. We ain't looking at Glenn, okay? We not. I'm gay and I'm still not looking at him. Contrary to believe, every straight person think every gay man want them. If every female don't want you, what make you think a gay man wants you? And to be honest, I feel like gay men more picky than the actual females. Just saying, that's just my opinion. But baby, we ain't looking. We don't want them. You can keep them. You can have them. All right, all right. Moving right along. Now, she giving him the back massage. She talking about like they in a good place. He done went back to working in the oil or whatever he was doing. I guess that box truck wasn't doing anything. I'm like, child. I guess that music career didn't take off like he thought it was. Hmm. Just saying. All right. So moving right along to Marie and Cedric. Child, I knew they was in the country when they pulled up the Cedric house. It gave me I don't want to say that. You know them type of houses that be in the field like a slave house. I said, child, that house looked like a good old bologna sandwich come out of it. That's the type of house where you tell them kids, look, either you gonna stay outside or you gonna come in. Stop opening up my door. When they walked in the house, I was just waiting to see the little. You know how like back in the day, the older folks, the grandparents, they had the little. When you walk through the little room, they got the little beads that's hanging down. You just walk through, they making noise. Baby, you couldn't even sneak in that house because you know you got to walk through those little curtains with them little beads because it's gonna make a sound. That's what I thought I was gonna see. I thought I was Mimi Lee. I said, "Oh, a white refrigerator." No, he didn't. Then he had a double wide refrigerator. I said, "Child, my auntie used to have those years ago when I was in elementary school." Baby, I know that ice good. You got some fresh ice. That's if it still work. And then she told me, "Is it cluttered?" And then he walked in. I said, "Child, he got these high water jeans on with these loafers, with this Calvin Klein shirt, with these shades." I said, "Child, I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. Child." You definitely in Mississippi. It was definitely giving Mississippi. I'm like, child, because a lot of them cannot dress in the country. Oh my God. I'm like, what do you see in him? And then they backdrop and their confessions look like they at a library. I'm like, child, did they run out of money so they can give y'all different backdrops or for the confessionals? It's okay, whatever. But at least the outfits look good. I say that. It's like they put money in certain places, and they was like, you know what, we can make some cuts on this part right here. Cedric realized ain't no other woman is gonna do for him like Marie Monroe. I agree with that. I agree with that. Let me find out Queen be more you Marie. Somebody said that's a field hand's house. What you said. But now I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do. Bell Collective, if y'all watching, I'm gonna need for you all to find out who this winner was that was tormenting Marie. Bring her on the show. How old was she? Was he stepping out? Now that's how you gonna make a show, baby. Oh, see, they don't be thinking. She said up here and said you chose your winner. Who the winner? Cause now I want to know. I'm gonna get in my carry mode. I want to be nosy. Who she talking about? Who the winner? You found out that the grass wasn't green on the other side, baby. Who was on the other side? That's what I want to know. He traveling the world doing what? He in his place, you over there. Mm-mm. What you said? All right, let's move right along. So she invited him to her birthday. He said he'll try to make it. They was talking about they past relationship, they dating each other again, blah blah blah. Now let's move on. Marie decided to tell everyone that she's talking to another guy, whatever. She got two guys. Child, at this point, we done seen how many people with two guys. All right. The next thing to go to Selena. One thing about Selena, and I'm gonna have to go back a little bit. So Selena gonna make sure that hair is done. Letitia, you did better this season because girl, I know I got on you a lot about your lace fronts or how I can see your lace right here. It don't blend in good. You're doing makeup. Even Glenn said it was on life support. Girl, you listen this time. You're doing good, okay? You're doing great. Latrice, her hair always be on point. Carrie, her hair was on point. And I am so proud to say this. And I said I was gonna wait till I get to her. Tambra, you doing good, baby. Keep it up. Cause this season you're not doing too much. I'm like, Lord Jesus, her and all this pink lipstick. One thing about the people in the country, they love them some red. They love some fire truck red and they love some burgundy. I don't know what it is about people in the country, but they love their red lipstick. Baby, you pull out a burgundy from Avon, Mary Kay, shit. You know that whole story. But anyway, Tamara, you look better this season, and being a mother look good on her. She toned it down a lot, and I can tell the difference because now I can actually see Tamara for who Tamara is. Now, one thing she gonna say that she booked and busy. Okay, baby, we'll see. Now, Selena and her husband they have a conversation. They basically engaged. Damn, how long y'all gonna be engaged? When y'all engaged last season? Okay, but fine. And when I seen her house, I said, "Oh God, they at Selena house." Do you know how long it's been since I seen an open shed? And then it was two cars at that. Were they in a double wide trailer or was they just in a regular house? Baby, I ain't seen a shed like that in so long. Let a tornado come, the whole shed gone. I was like, child, they deep in Mississippi. But it's okay. Go ahead, baby. Child, thank you, Jesus. Tamper stop. Not an Oscar show. Okay. She talked to her husband. She was like, they're having communication issues. But damn, I was listening to everything Selena was saying. I'm like, damn, can she get a break? I know she lost her son, then she lost both of the dogs, and then I think she said something about the kid's grandmother passed, and she was in a car accident. Because I at first, when Latrice was meeting with the Cliff and her best friend Amanda, I was wondering, I'm like, hold on, that was Selena supposed to be working there helping with something? But I'm glad she brought it up, so that makes sense. I hope she get better. I look forward to seeing more of her in this season. Now, let's go to Latrice and Zaddy. Oh, hold on, before we get to that. Selena brought up that her fiance bought a new truck. Girl, Selena, extend that date. Extend the date until you get married. If you're already married, I hope you got a good prenup. Just saying. All right. Latrice and Zeddy. Oh, Lord. I actually want to try that food because that food did look good. I said, let me come and taste it, Latrice. Let me come and taste everything on the menu. Anyway, she talking about they got a new shelf. They put condos on top of the building. Make sure y'all have their renters insurance covered. He said it was gonna be three condos. It should be done in 3 weeks. Restaurant, her friend Amanda came. And then now she got a problem with Cliff. Is it Cliff Zeddy staying in the condos? I'm like, he's staying there all right. Mm. Latrice, the best way you can handle that, baby, put some cameras up. Get a notification every time somebody walk through that hallway or somebody in the stairwell. Put a camera right there. Mm-hmm. Now, Amanda, she showed up. Amanda didn't say anything about Cliff should go home. If you all pay attention to that scene, she said to Amanda, like, this is what we talking about Cliff staying here. And hold on, what is it? What was our Keisha husband name? Okay, it was okay. She said that when she was talking about what her and Cliff was talking about, if you notice on that scene, they didn't let her answer anything. They didn't let her say anything. They just brought up the situation that she going through, that she went through, or divorce with her ex-wife. And I'm like, child, why they had to put a gay person on there and it got them being messy? Okay, Amanda didn't say anything. She said, but she should go home. What was this? Leave a message. We'll talk later. They jumped straight to the marriage. Amanda getting back in the dating pool, and Cliff was like, "You want a man or a woman?" She said, "Whichever one that's gonna treat her right." I understand that, baby. Who was that dude just calling me? All right, let's go to Marie's birthday party. It's so much to unpack with that birthday party. I don't even know if I got enough time to even talk about that on here. Cause that birthday party made my blood pressure up, and I'm not even there. So Selena, she talked about the communication with Letitia. She was basically saying to her husband, well, her husband, fiance, whichever one he is now, he didn't tell her that he was going to Texas. And she talking about communication is key. He was like, I told you. She's like, no, you didn't. Tamber walks in happy. I sat up there and told y'all Tamber looked good. I'm happy for her. It was good to see Essie on there. Cause after they put the her diagnosis and all that stuff, I was actually happy to see Essie. I don't know what it is about Essie, but I like her. Her spirit is very calm, and I love that. Anyway, I done got so used to her. I'm like, okay, come on, Essie. Tisha and Glenn, they walk in. Selena tells Letitia about that communication between her and her fiance. Then here come Miss Carrie Paul. Let me tell y'all something. I'm liking me some Carrie right now. Carrie gonna be nosing and she's trying to figure out what's going on. She's trying to put 1 + 1 = what? A and B, and I'm gonna see myself to listen to everything you saying. Carrie said I ain't the one to gossip, but she said I am the one that's gonna listen. Carrie gonna bring some stuff because everything Carrie was saying, I'm like, girl, I'm thinking the same thing. I was really into it, all right? So Carrie walked in, she owned 3 restaurants, she got a son, she got a set of twins. And oh y'all, the camera crew is so messy. Because Carrie was like, what a party. Marie, I thought those was your clients. I'm like, is these people at a nursing home? Is this a repass? Like, what's going on? The camera had the nerve to go over there to the table with them. I don't know if it was pimento cheese, sliders. I seen a bowl of iced tea lemonade on the top and bottom or whatever. And I seen them devil eggs. I said, oh my gosh. Mm. I guess the thing was black and red. I'm like, child, if Marie is 45, everybody else in there was 85. Just saying, I'm like, Marie, don't be keeping them people past their bedtime. They must told you that at the spur of the moment. You must have to tell some people y'all wear black and come here. Was it a funeral some like next door and you just said, hey, y'all come over here and just have a seat, sign this waiver that you're gonna be on this show and call it a day? Cause I'm looking like, child. Hey, if that's her village, that's her village. Cause we know another person on a different show who love using the older people for their clientele. Just saying. But I was looking at that tape. I'm like, child, y'all was better off having that at Waffle House or IHOP. Sorry, Marie, but it was funny. Cause I was agreeing with Carrie. I'm like, well, what are people and what are friends? And child, that Soul Train line was so pathetic. Carrie was like this. You know you old when you clapping in the Soul Train line. I'm like, child, next. All right. Marie walk in. Marie walked in like she was Viola Davis, going like this, like her feet was hurt. Them shoes looked like they was buy one get one free at Charlotte Russe or Windsor. She came down, looked like she was doing rolling on the river. I'm like, girl, she had to have her silver, her sequence or whatever it was on. I'm like, I just want her to bust out saying, "Rock me, baby, rock me all night long, roll me, daddy." I'm like, child, Marie in this dress. That ain't it, baby. That ain't it. But it's fine, Marie. I give you a pass, Doctor Monroe. Okay. She didn't have one. She had not one but two men there. She had an Oreo. They had a swirl. Anyway, and then he was like his wife, and then he hurry up and said ex-wife. But shit, you done messed up when you sit up here and said wife, because now that's the only thing them people heard, wife. Even though you tried to clean it up and say ex-wife. Mm-mm. You said the kids were here, but they went back. Okay, so what are you doing still here? What type of work are you doing? How did y'all meet? Because Letitia sat up there and told Carlos that you had a man, and Carlos asked was he black or white, and she sat up there and told him. But what I did pay attention to is that Letitia said you got a boyfriend, but on this show you said you got a friend guy. So which one is it a boyfriend or a friend guy? And we all know when somebody say friend guy, that basically means somebody that I'm just getting to know, dealing with or whatever. I'm like, mm-hmm. I don't mind you saying that's your boyfriend because he looked like he'll step up from Cedric. Okay. Now, Martin, he walks in. Glenn introduced him. I was laughing at Glenn because Glenn was being messy as hell. He was too busy smiling. He's sitting there like, Glenn couldn't wait to introduce them. Cedric, Martin, Martin, Cedric. Shit, I would have had my damn. Pass me a slider, baby, because I'm finna see what they talking about. Hmm. When one or two come together, mm-hmm. Move right along. Glenn, everybody over there on the side wondering what they talking about. Shit, I would have walked up there and got a front row seat. The fuck? Anyway, Tisha and Carrie, she asking questions, and here come Monroe. She's sitting up here like, who this woman? Hoppo, who this woman? Up here asking me questions. I don't know her to get in my business. And Carrie's still trying to figure out what's going on. But Carrie played it off real good. Marie played it off real good. Act like they finna go just see what's going on. And I still can't believe Marie, you sit up here and had this man. I'm finna go walk around and stuff like that. Nah, take your friend guy around with you. He already been around the group. Take him along with you. She sitting up here dancing with everybody. I'm like, mm-hmm. Where's we at? That was the worst party ever. They had, let me say this. They had more people at that party than what they had at Miss Wanda food truck on Love and Marriage Huntsman on that scene. I say that. It was more people in that room than more people at that park to go to that grand opening. Latrice and Amanda. So it was Latrice. She went in to get her hair done or whatever. Tambra, she walked in. This is the part that I got an issue. Now, they started talking about Glenn, all this little stuff or whatever. Amanda, you sat up there and said that even though the relationship with Latrice and Letitia, they're back on the good terms or whatever. Obviously, you can tell that you don't really care that much for their friendship. But you said out of respect, you didn't want to bring this up to Latrice because basically you don't want her in the middle or whatever. My question is, why bring it up now? Knowing that they're in a good place. I'm pretty sure it was just for television. I'm pretty sure somebody knew what was going on. It's given like we just gonna set up this scene. Timber right there trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm like, oh God, here they go. Basically, we know the drama gonna be between Amanda, Letitia, Latrice gonna be in the middle. I'm pretty sure Carrie and Marie gonna have an issue. You could really tell what the whole entire season was going to be about from watching that first episode. Which I'm still watch it. I'm gonna be nosy, like everybody else who gonna say they not gonna watch it, but you know you gonna tune in and watch. Other than that, I want to know what the message said. And then if you paid attention to the trailer, Letitia got Amanda and they walked right on over there to Glenn. You heard Cliff telling him, calm down, don't say nothing. So obviously Cliff been telling him something. So he gonna figure out, they gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm like, child, here we go. Glenn, are you cheating or are you not like, child, are you not happy? Are you not satisfied with grace and mercy? In a minute, Letitia gonna have to change the name to repent, repent, repent. Somebody said I'm gonna be watching. But other than that, I enjoyed the first episode. It was cute. I don't know what else is gonna be going on. And I will tell you right now, Selena, I don't want this whole entire season to be about you and your fiance communication. If y'all not going to therapy, going to some type of counseling, I want to see you talk to your kids on how they feel about him. I need to see a lot. Is anybody gonna say anything about JJ and our So Gucci? What's going on? I need an update. Like if y'all don't give us an update of what happened between So Gucci and JJ without them being a part of this show, I'm gonna be mad. I need to hear something. Have you talked to your father? The kids need to have that confession. I need to hear something. Even though they may not be on the show, but I need to hear something about what's going on with your family. I want to hear about how you dealt with grieving from the loss of your son. How did your daughter's name handle it? How did your fiance handle it to be there for you and your family? Like, that's the type of stuff I want to know. I want to learn more about Carrie when it comes to her restaurants and her husband. Her husband don't really give me the type that he gonna be a part of this show like that. But, you never know. So, that was pretty much it for this first episode. I guess stay tuned and we'll see everything else. But thank you all for tuning in and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.